The Lord of the Rings The Two Towers was released in 2002 and was once again directed by Peter Jackson. It tells the story picking up after where the first one left off, with Frodo and Sam who arrive in Mordor and meet Gollum. Along the way they're joined by new allies to defend Isengard as an attack is being planned.
So I thought the first Lord of the Rings movie was a very good film. I thought it was excellent. The sequel, I think, is on par with the first one. I thought it was an excellent sequel. I dare say The Two Towers is on par, but slightly better than The Fellowship of the Ring. Yes, I thought The Two Towers was a great film. I thought it was excellent. I thought the story was very fascinating. There is a lot more going on in this film. There's even a few subplots. There's lots of storylines going on in this film. There's so much happening. And I can, I can understand why the film was 3 hours. Because there's so much happening, so much going on. And it's got so many characters, so many stories, so many action scenes, so much is happening. And I think it's all done very well. The execution is very good. Each storyline feels connected. There's no storyline that feels disattached. And I think everything really does feel attached to one another by the climax. I think every single story that the film tells is done very well, and each one is unique from one another, which is interesting. My only flaw would be the pacing. I think sometimes a few scenes jump to one another too quickly, and we're switching from one story to another, and I feel it's happening so quickly, and it kind of makes the story a little difficult to keep up with everything, so it can be a bit hard to catch up. But other than that little flaw, the storyline is magnificent. It's absolutely fantastic. The cinematography is mind-blowing. Holy crap, visually, this film looks insane. The action scenes were phenomenal. They were even more intense, more epic than the ones in the first one. The action scenes were just amazing. So the film had some magnificent action, and the characters were pretty good.
Frodo's journey is pretty good. It's continuing where his arc left off in the first film, and the way his story is written is very fascinating, and it's interesting seeing him bond with Sam, who is also a very interesting and likable character. It's also interesting when the two meet Gollum for the first time, who is also a pretty solid, fun new character. Gandalf isn't in this film as much as he was in the first movie, but from what we get with him is very good, and I love how we learn more about his legacy, which I thought was very compelling, especially with the backstory. The trio of Aragorn, Legolas and Gimli were pretty good in the first one, and I liked them even more in this film, and I do apologise if I pronounced their names wrong, and they even got a laugh out of me in the third act.
43. He was already dead.
And yes, Gimli is basically live-action Stoic. They look so much alike. The Ints were fun characters, and so were Merry and Pippin, who have a very enjoyable dynamic.
The other characters are pretty good, everyone feels well developed. Even the villains I thought were an improvement. They felt like they had more of a character this time, which I appreciated. And the music of the film, absolutely fantastic. Great stuff. So yeah, The Two Towers is a fantastic sequel.
Overall, while I only have one major problem with the story, other than that, Lord of the Rings The Two Towers is an excellent sequel, and even better than the first one. The story is very engaging, the action is absolutely incredible and very big scale, the characters are all very well developed and no one feels left out. The music is also absolutely incredible, and the final shot of the film is pretty awesome to look at. I'm going to give Lord of the Rings The Two Towers a strong 9 out of 10.
So yeah, that's it for my review of Lord of the Rings The Two Towers. And stay tuned for the review on Return of the King, which shall come out soon. Until then, though, stay tuned for the next review, which won't be the Return of the King. That will come soon. My next review is going to be on Lili Crocodile. Yes, I'm actually seeing it on Monday with my friend. I think it looks entertaining, actually, in my opinion. I've heard some decent things and some bad things, so I'm curious to see the film for myself. Stay tuned for my review for that. Until then, everyone, thank you for watching, take care, and skadoosh.